All right, we welcome you back to the Vic for Game 2 of the doubleheader, 3:07 p.m. first pitch time, as Nicolette Ferguson issues a first pitch ball to Julia Mardegan, the 1-0. Taken off the plate away for ball 2, 2-0 to Mardegan. Carson-Newman won game number 1, 4-2 over the 19th ranked Bears. 2-0 Ferguson. Wheels and deals. Taken low for a ball. 3-0 to Mardegan to open up this contest. Mardegan was 0 for 3 at the plate in game number 1. The 3-0 pitch. Finds the plate for a strike at the belt, 3-1. Carson-Newman now trying to go for the sweep of Lenoir-Rhyne, something that has been a premium in this series. Swinging a line drive, back up the box. Mardegan's aboard with a leadoff base hit into center field, and Lenoir-Rhyne leads off the game with a base runner on first on a 3-1 pitch. Ferguson got the glove out there, but a touch late to knock it down, and it brings up Caitlin Rackard. Rackard had 2 of the 3 hits for the Bears in game 1. She squares to bunt and pulls it back as the pitch goes low for a ball, 1-0. Talking about sweeps in this series, and they are not easy to come by. Pitch, bump pulled back, ball 2, 2-0 to Rackard. Carson-Newman last swept Lenoir-Rhyne. Actually did it in back-to-back doubleheaders in 2019 and 2021 in Hickory. 2-0. On the outside edge for a strike, 2-1. But Carson-Newman has not swept Lenoir-Rhyne at home. You gotta go back to prior to 2006. The pitch bunted, foul off of third, and it's 2-2. Really has been the road team that has had the greater success in this series. Eagles and Bears split the last 2 doubleheaders in this park in 2022 and 2018. Pitch misses outside for a ball, 3-2 to Rackard. Leadoff single for Mardegan. She stands on first for the Bears. 3-2. Ferguson pitches, swinging a line drive to center field. One bounce up to Abby Martin. Station to station goes Mardegan. Rackard a single. Back-to-back base hits for the Bears to open up this contest. Rackard and Mardegan punching balls to center field, and there's 2 aboard for Lainey Warren. She had a 2-run home run in her last at-bat of game number 1. 362 batter stands in, taking low for a ball, 1-0. Mardegan on second, Rackard on first. No score in the top of the first, but LR nearly has as many hits through 2 batters to open up game 2 as it did in the entirety of game number 1. 1-0, Ferguson, the pitch. Bunt square, the pitch is in the turf, rolls up there for a ball, 2-0. Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne entered today's games tied for third in the South Atlantic Conference standings. 2-0 to Warren. Ferguson sights the sign and pitches. Bunt squared. Keeps the bat around and misses, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, and nobody out. Lenoir-Rhyne threatening here early. 2-1. Bunt squared. It's popped in the air. Bounces. Bailey fields from her spot at catcher. Throws to first to Macy Hughes in time to get Warren. Sacrifice bunt works 2-4, moving Rackard and Mardegan into scoring position. No score in the top of the first, but the Bears have 2 in scoring position for Madison Prim. Ferguson deals, and Prim takes a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Carson-Newman with Ferguson in the circle. Macaulay Bailey behind the plate. Third to first, the Eagles go Matazowski, Dye, Hughes, and Morris. Change up, chop to third. Matazowski fields, looks the runner back. Throw to first is in time to get Prim. Textbook work by Matazowski on the hot corner to freeze the runners, and now Lenoir-Rhyne can no longer play to run with an out. Matazowski went to make the tag on Mardegan, who was quick back to the bag. Good alert base running. Lenoir-Rhyne still threatening for Laura Beth Wood. First pitch, Wood will slice it to right. Rogers ranging toward the line and makes the grab to retire Wood. So Lenoir-Rhyne threatens a pair of singles to center to start the inning. A sacrifice bunt, a ground out to third, and a fly out to right ends the threat, and the Bears leave 2 in scoring position. Hughes, Dye, and Bailey to the bat rack for the Eagles when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Macy Hughes leads things off for the Eagles here in the home half of the first inning, as she takes a first pitch off the plate for a ball from Madison Wilson. Freshman Wilson's had a quality season in the circle, 12-3 with a 2.10 ERA. The righty fires upstairs for ball 2 to Hughes, and it's 2-0. 21 appearances, 16 starts for Wilson. Made it a complete game in all but 6 of her starts. Opponent's hitting just 228 off of her. The 2-0. Downstairs to Hughes, 3-0. 90 strikeouts and 96 2/3 innings with only 28 walks issued. Her whip, 1.17. Quality effort by the freshman Wilson. The 3-0. That misses low. 4-pitch walk to start off against Macy Hughes, who works the first base on balls. So this brings up Hayden Dye. Dye 1 for 3 with an RBI double. She broke open the scoring for the Eagles in game number 1. The first pitch to Dye is bunted. It's up the first baseline, fielded by the first baseman Wood. And the throw to first is in time to the second baseman Mardegan covering to get Dye. Bunt was in the air, but it still got down and was successful in moving Hughes into scoring position. Brings up Macaulay Bailey, who was 0 for 3 in game number 1. She'll work with Hughes on second. And the first pitch to Bailey's low for a ball, 1-0. Bailey should have had a 2-run single to her name, if not for the efforts of Caitlin Rackard at short, who dove behind the second base bag to grab a ground ball back up the box and threw her out from her knees. The pitch, Bailey will lift it down the right field line. It's in foul ground and out of play, 1-1 to Macaulay Bailey. No score here in the bottom of the first. Hughes got a leadoff walk to start the game. Moved to second on Dye's sacrifice bunt. Now stands in scoring position for Macaulay Bailey. 1-1. Bailey will dribble it to third. In a pickle is Dye. The throw to second from Prim does not get there in time. She slides underneath Mardigan's tag, and Bailey reaches on a fielder's choice. So Dye, caught in a pickle, is able to get back in time and also allow Bailey to reach base. So fielder's choice for Macaulay Bailey and Brooke Matizowski to the plate. Wilson wheels and deals. And Matizowski swings and misses over the top of it. It's 0-1. Matizowski 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in game number 1. 0-1, the pitch. Steps out of the way of a strike on the inner half, and she's behind in the count at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no score, bottom 1. A walk and a fielder's choice have 2 base runners for the Eagles. The 0-2. Off speed and low for a ball, 1-2. Now the South Atlantic Conference standings, it always feels like they're a little convoluted, even at the final week of the season. The 1-2 is rolled up the middle. Diving attempt made by Mardigan. She goes to a knee but can only knock it down, and it gets away from her. Matizowski reaches on an infield single to second. Bailey and Hughes go station to station, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Brooklyn Lucero. It was a tough play for Mardigan to make. Her only play probably was going to be to second. The Eagles have them loaded up here in the bottom of the first for Brooklyn Lucero, who's swinging a scorching hot bat. Only had 1 at bat in game number 1. Reached on a sacrifice bunt with an error and got plunked. Comes up, bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Sack standings talk. Carson-Newman has a higher winning percentage than the Lenoir-Rhyne right now, with 2 fewer games played. At present standing, the Eagles are 3rd in the league leaderboards. First pitch to Lucero, zips low for a ball, 1-0. Carson-Newman is scheduled to play Anderson tomorrow in a doubleheader. The Trojans have locked up the 2 spot in the league leaders boards and will host one of the pods for the conference tournament. 1-0. Lucero swings, flares it foul off of first. It's 1-1. But normally at this time of the year, the league office sends out a tiebreaker scenario sheet for the conference. And it's the first time that Carson-Newman's entered the final weekend a lock for the tournament. 1-1. Lucero will fist it foul off of herself, 1-2. Feels like the last 5 seasons, Carson-Newman could finish as high as 2nd or as low as not playing for the league tournament, but they're in. 1-2. Lucero will loop it into the glove of the second baseman, Mardigan, who reaches up and plucks it. Everybody retreats back to their bags, and there's only 1 out on the play. 2 away, bases loaded for Winter Morris. No score, bottom of the first. Carson-Newman threatening. A walk, a fielder's choice, and an infield single to second load him up. First pitch to Winter Morris is taken for a strike at the knees, 0-1. But in the sack tiebreak scenarios, which literally have gone past 120 different scenarios in years past, 0-1. Winter Morris chases a rise ball, 0-2. This year there were only, I think, 32. And so a break for Jeremy Zalaka as he starts his tenure with the league office as associate commissioner. Called, 3rd strike on the inner half, and the Eagles lead him loaded. Big 91st strikeout for Madison Wilson. Strands the bases loaded. No score after an inning. Both teams leaving runners in scoring position in the first. Wall rakes and Brown to the plate for the Bears when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Wall leads off the top of the second inning, taking the first pitch up for a ball from Nicolette Ferguson. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand here at the Vic, where Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne are scoreless in the top of the second. Here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Matizowski stoops to grab it at ankle height and throws out Wall at first, 5-3. Two pitches, one out for Nicolette Ferguson, celebrating her senior day. The career leader for games finished for Carson-Newman. She's closed out 28 games in her career and is second all-time in saves. She'll face against Lauren Rakes, who swings at the first pitch, lifts it to the left center field alleyway. That is one hopping at the warning track and bouncing over the wall for a ground rule double. Well, that's the third ground rule double we've seen in the doubleheader today. We've seen 3 ground rule doubles at the Vic all season prior to today. Rakes a one-out double to the left center field alleyway. Third hit of the day for the Bears. And LLR with a runner on second and one out for the center fielder Brown. Brown was 0 for 2 in game one. She'll take down for a ball to begin this at-bat at 1-0. 22 pitches for Nicolette Ferguson, 12 for strikes. 5 and 3 on the year with a save. The pitch, low for ball 2, 2-0 to Brown. A rare in the grand scheme of things start for Nicolette Ferguson. Set for the 2-0, and she delivers. Burns low and in for a ball, 3-0. Ferguson starts her 14th career game today as Macaulay Bailey comes out from behind home plate to have a chat with her starter. 62 career appearances, though, for Ferguson. 20 and 7 all time in the circle. This is the 4th straight doubleheader that Ferguson has gotten the nod in game 1 or game 2, depending on how the Eagles are pitching things. 3-0. Finds the plate at the knees for a strike on Brown, 3-1. Our home plate umpire for game 2 is Lenny Fox. Carolyn Zeisler's at first, and David Wittenberg's at third. 3-1. Swing, a little flare down the right field line. That's sinking quickly for a base hit. Rogers Fields. The throw will come to the plate, and it is not in time. Back-to-back doubles for the Bears, and Lenoir-Rhyne lights the lamp first. Brown hits her first double of the season and drives in her 8th run of the year to plate Rakes from 2 bases away. It's 1-0 Bears in the top of the second with the pitcher Wilson coming up. Lefty batter, right-hand thrower, and she takes the first pitch strike to open up the AB at 0-1. Rakes a ground rule double to left center. Brown follows with a double down the right field line. The pitch off speed, chipped foul to the netting behind home plate, 0-2. Bears with their first lead of the doubleheader. 19th ranked team in the country. Fell in game 1, 4-2. A split would mean that Carson-Newman would need to sweep Anderson tomorrow to take the third spot, the 0-2. Off the plate away for a ball, 1-2. And I think one thing that you do have to consider, 1-2, taken low for a ball, 2-2. I think one thing that you do have to consider, there is rain in the forecast tomorrow. SAC bylaws say that you have to finish regular season play by the Sunday before the tournament. But if the Eagles and Anderson can't play tomorrow, that series is a wash. The 2-2 bounces in the turf for a ball, 3-2. Have to turn things over to the league office. Carson-Newman and Anderson, if you'll remember, were here warming up for a doubleheader on April 6th, I believe, the 3-2. Shot foul over the LR dugout, third base side and out of play. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. But a snafu with officials meant that doubleheader wasn't played. Didn't have officials here at the Vic. 3-2. Wilson swings, bashes it back up the box, base hit. Martin Fields, stop sign thrown up by Sheena Haller in the third base box. It's another 1-out single. Brown goes to third, and there's runners on the corners as the lineup turns back to the top of the order for Julia Mardigan. And Holly Tucker Vance is out from the dugout to have a chat with Nicolette Ferguson. Cruised along, got through a jam in the first, but has given up 2 doubles and a single in succession here in the top of the second, and Lenoir-Rhyne threatening with 1 out and runners on the corners with a 1-0 lead. So the Eagles and Trojans didn't have officials for that, what was already a rescheduled doubleheader. It had been washed out on a Tuesday, rescheduled to a Thursday. And if a team shows up for a game that isn't played and it's unable to be made up, SAC bylaws indicate that that is a split, at least in terms of the league standing. So I'm presuming that rule applies if Carson-Newman and Anderson are unable to get in that game, since Anderson showed up on campus for a game earlier in the month of April. That is a presumption, not a statement of fact on my part, just for the record. Julia Mardigan leads off, comes to the plate with 1 out and runners on the corners. First pitch to Mardigan, smoked into left, base hit. Scoring is Brown. Wilson stops at second. It's an RBI single for Julia Mardigan. Brown scores standing, and the Bears hang a crooked number. 2 runs across, 4 straight hits for Lenoir-Rhyne, and Michael Graves has his lineup card out. Nicolette Ferguson's run in the circle has reached its conclusion. Kaylee Bowers is Carson-Newman's new pitcher. More on her when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back at the Vicky Kazee Hollifield softball complex. First pitch to Rackard from Bowers was off the plate for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Taken high for ball 2, 2-0. Bowers, 5-4 on the year with 2 saves. Freshman has a 5.05 ERA in 34 2/3 innings. 22 strikeouts against 13 walks. Bowers sights the sign. Here's the 2-0. Stays up for ball 3. 3-0 to to Rackard. 2-0, Lenoir-Rhyne leading. The Bears have tallied 4 straight one-out hits here in the top of the second to grab the 2-0 lead. RBIs from Mardegan and Brown have jump-started the Bears offense. The 3-0 is on the outside edge for a strike. 3-1 to Rackard. Bowers had been nicked and dinged up. Freshman pitching for the first time since April 6th. 3-1. Popped up, third base side, foul and twisting out of play onto the hillside adjacent Davis Street to load the count at 3-2. Pitched April 6th at Catawba, went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs in a start, and that was when she hurt herself. She exited. Emma Frost came in and got the Eagles to a 7-4 win. Pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. Rackard down on strikes. 23rd strikeout of the season for Bowers, and there's 2 away with 2 on in the top of the second. 4 straight one-out knocks. Comes to a close for Lenoir-Rhyne and brings up the catcher, Laney Warren. Warren dropped down a sacrifice bunt her first time up. She swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. 2-0 Bears. 2 runs off of 6 hits for Lenoir-Rhyne. Both teams have had oodles of base runners here in game number 2 in stark opposition to the pitcher's duel that was game number 1 that the Eagles won 4-2. The 0-1. On the outside edge for a strike at the handles. It's 0-2 to Warren. Warren, a 2-run home run. Scored the only 2 runs of the day for the Bears in game number 1. Bowers set for the 0-2. She unfurls it. Flared to the right and out of play over the press box. Count holds it. No balls and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman had the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the first, but nothing to show for that. Bears had 2 in scoring position with 1 out in the first as well, nothing to show. The pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-2. Ryan striking with 4 consecutive 1-out licks here in the top of the second. Bowers steps off, as does Warren as she calls for time. 1-2. The pitch looped in the air, shallow center field. It's a long run for Abby Martin, but she gallops in to grip it 6 feet onto the outfield turf to retire Warren. But the Bears strike for 2 runs. 4 straight 1-out base hits for the Bears has them staked to a 2-0 lead. Carson-Newman sends Rogers, Martin, and Brooks 7-8-9 to the plate after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back at the Vic, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Our director is Mia Toribio, Ian Johnson, our replay operator, and our great camera crew, Jamie Pay, Hunter Williams, and Max Bryant. First pitch from Wilson to Rogers is low for a ball, 1-0. 2-0. Lenoir-Rhyne, the 19th ranked team in the country, has the lead on Carson-Newman in the nightcap, trying to get a split with the Eagles. Swing and a miss by Rogers. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sierra Rogers. Wilson battled through the bases, loaded jam in the bottom of the first. The pitch, Rogers, little nubber to second. Mardegan waits for it on the hop, fields it waist tight, and throws to first to get Rogers by a step and a half. 1 up, 1 down for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the second, trailing 2-0. And Abby Martin to the plate. Martin looking for her first hit of the doubleheader. Takes down and in for a ball, 1-0. Martin was 0 for 3 in game number 1 with a strikeout. Climbs in as Wilson sets for the 1-0. She pitches. And Martin takes down for ball 2. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Base is empty for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. 2-0 pitch. Martin loops it down the right field line, twisting foul and out of play. 2-1. Wilson pitches. Martin swings, grounds it into the hole at short. Rackard grabs the dribbler and rifles the throw to first in time to get Martin. Back-to-back groundouts for the Eagles, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the second for Trinity Brooks. Brooks had a bloop single and was 1 for 3 at the plate in game 1, and she takes a first pitch strike to open up her first at-bat of the nightcap at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-0, Lenoir-Rhyne the lead in the bottom of the second. Wilson's 0-1. Taken low for a ball, 1-1. Carson-Newman loaded the bases in the first with a walk, a fielder's choice, and an infield single to second, but couldn't get the timely hit to keep the line moving and plate some runs. The 1-1. Brooks will chop it off the glove of the third baseman, Prim. It bounces in and out for an error. So Brooks reaches on a fielding error at third base. And Carson-Newman extends the inning for Macy Hughes. Well, it turns back to the top of the order. Inning should be over. Up comes Macy Hughes, having walked her first time up. Wilson pitches, a strike at the knees, 0-1. 30 pitches for Madison Wilson, 19 for strikes. Wilson's 0-1. Hughes will stroke it to the shortstop Rackard. High throw to first, pulls. Wood off the bag. Rackard was initially going to go to second, but Mardegan wasn't there to cover. She double clutched, and her throw to first was elevated and pulled Wood off the bag. So a throwing error at short, back-to-back errors. Have the Eagles with 2 base runners and 2 outs for Hayden Dye. First pitch to Dye is down and in for a ball, 1-0. So an error at third, an error at short. Can Carson-Newman take advantage of the Bear miscues with 2 out and 2 on? 1-0. Drops low for ball 2 to Hayden Dye. Elsewhere in the South Atlantic Conference today, Wingate pulls out a 2-1 win at home against Lincoln Memorial. Limestone prevails in game 1, 8-2 over Emory and Henry. Swing and a miss by Dye, 2-1. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Catawba has a 10-8 lead at Coker in game 1 on the Cobras senior day. And Wise walks off against Mars Hill 6-5 in 8 innings. The pitch, Dye will shoot it right center field. That ball finds turf. Brooks rounds third and scores standing. It's an RBI single for Hayden Dye to right field. Hughes over to second. Eagles able to take advantage with an unearned run off the back-to-back 2-out errors. 2-1, Eagles pull within a run. Dye a little poke into right center to drive in her 56th run of the season. And it brings up Macaulay Bailey. Bailey looking for her first hit of the doubleheader. Wilson pitches, and Bailey shoves it foul off the fencing of Lenoir-Rhyne's dugout on the third base side. 0-1. Bailey reached on a fielder's choice. On a fielder's choice where no outs were recorded at that. 0-1, the pitch. Bailey watches one scoot low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Eagles have cracked back for a run, an unearned run at that. Here in the bottom of the second on a 2-out RBI single from Hayden Dye. 1-1, Wilson pitches. And Bailey taps it foul off of her foot. 1-2. Bailey fouled it off of her back foot. Grimacing a good bit. Michael Graves will come chat it over with her. Lenoir-Rhyne leads, bottom of the second. Bears plated 2 runs with 4 straight 1-out hits in the second. Eagles taking advantage of a pair of Bear errors here in the inning. Wilson's 1-2. Bailey checks her swing and a pitch low and away for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lenoir-Rhyne 2 and Carson-Newman 1. Hughes on second, Dye on first. Eagles looking for another 2-out rip. The 2-2. Off speed and down for ball 3. Carson-Newman trying to extend the inning and take advantage of the 2 LR errors in the frame. Payoff pitch. Bailey swings, stings it back up the middle, a base hit. Hughes gets the wave around third. She scores standing. Dye slides into third base, going first to third. Back-to-back 2-out RBI singles for the Eagles. And Carson-Newman has leveled the score. It's 2-2. Both runs unearned. And anything else that crosses this inning will be as well. All square at 2 runs apiece. Macaulay Bailey, her 59th RBI of the season. Brings home Macy Hughes. Sheena Holler out from the dugout to have a chat with the Bears infield. Won her 1,000th career victory earlier this season. Her and the namesake of this field, Vicky Kazee Hollifield. Only 2 coaches in SAC history with 1,000 career wins. Vic finished her tenure 1,162 before retiring as Brooke Matazowski stands in. Pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. 25 years for Sheena Holler at the helm of the Lenoir-Rhyne softball program. Spent a handful of years at Newberry before coming to LR, the 1-0. Matazowski takes her a strike on the outer half. It's 1-1. A graduate of Wingate's softball program. Home of legendary head coach turned SID, David Sherwood. I believe Sheena played for him, though. 1-1. Matazowski will loop it in the air, shallow left field. Calling off Rackard is the left fielder, Nixon. She takes charge and makes the grab to finish off the inning. But the Eagles do some 2-out damage. 2 unearned runs come across thanks to back-to-back 2-out singles from Hayden Dye and Macaulay Bailey. We're back where we started, deadlocked. 2-2 after 2. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
2-2 ball game. Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne deadlocked after 2 innings. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you here at the Vic as Kaylee Bowers goes back to work in the circle against Madison Prim, who grounded out to third her first time up. Bowers wheels and deals. Prim swings, line drive down the right field line. That's into the corner for extra bases. Prim rounds first, chugs hard into second as the cutoff reaches Hughes at second. A leadoff double for Prim is the third two-base hit of the day for the Bears, their 7th hit overall. And Lenoir-Rhyne in business with the leadoff batter in scoring position for Laura Beth Wood. First pitch to Wood. It is off of Bauer's leg. It kicks to third, is scooped by Matazowski, and she throws out Wood at first. 1-5-3. Have to check on Kaylee Bowers. That was an absolute screamer off of her right thigh. Prim had to hold tight at second. And Bowers, it appears that she is A-OK. Make them tough in Stevensville, Texas. If that screamer had hit our photographer, Adam Green, he'd still be on the ground. Brings up Cassidy Wall. Swing a line drive down the left field line, foul. 0-1. What did Adam Green do to deserve that? He's just sitting there editing photos, and I throw him under his toughness under the bus. The point is, Kaylee Bowers is tough. And the point is that Adam Green is not. Our staff photographer who takes great photos. 0-1 to Wall. She steps out and calls for time. 2-2 ball game, top of the third. Lenoir-Rhyne threatening with Prim on second, though. Bowers the 0-1. That's a strike at the belt, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bowers. Gets the sign from Bailey. And brings the 0-2 to the plate. Clubbed foul off of third. Side steps from Lenoir-Rhyne head coach Sheena Haller. And our on-field camera guy, Max Bryant. 0-2. Hot feet by both Haller and Bryant there in the hot corner. 0-2. Taken off the plate away. Pitch a tad elevated, 1-2. One and two. Bowers deals. Off speed, back up the box. It gets through for a base hit. Martin charges, scoops, throw, cut off by Bowers. Back pick to first, not in time. An RBI single with 1 out for Cassidy Wall. Prim scores from 2 bases away, and the Bears retake the lead. It's 3-2. The leadoff double for Prim. After a ground out, Wall drives her in with her first RBI of the Twin Bill. It's a 3-2 Bears lead for Lauren Rakes. Bowers wheels and deals. And Rakes takes on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Rakes hit a ground rule double her first time up. The pitch. Off speed, swung on and missed. Rakes out in front. 0-2. Nothing in 2. Bowers. It's the sign from Bailey, the pitch. Swing and a line drive, back up the middle, base hit. Lenoir-Rhyne singling away with pitches and driving them back from whence they came. Wall moves to second. 1 out and 2 on for the Bears, and Kaylee Bowers will exit stage left. Emma Frost will return to the circle for Carson-Newman. More on Emma Frost when we come back. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Carson-Newman turns to Emma Frost, who issues a first pitch strike to the 8-hole hitter Kaylin Brown. Frost, the game 1 winner in the circle, the 0-1. Taken high for a ball, 1-1. She enters with 1 out and 2 on base here in the top of the 3rd inning. 19th ranked Lenoir-Rhyne leading Carson-Newman 3-2. Nicolette Ferguson started in the circle for the Eagles, went an inning in the 3rd, gave up 6 hits and 2 runs. Bowers comes in, pitches an inning, gives up 3 hits, and at present standing a run. She's responsible for the 2 runners on base. Here's a swing, a little flare to second. Hughes retreats to the outfield grass and gets the pop-up to retire Brown, 2 away. That brings up the pitcher, Wilson. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Madison Wilson comes in looking for a timely knock against Emma Frost, who's 15-3 with 131 in the 3rd innings. Checks her swing and a rise, ball 1-0. Frost, 142 strikeouts this season. Went 7 innings, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs off of a 2-run jack in game 1. Pitch downstairs for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Frost only 76 pitches in game number 1 in the complete game win, 58 of which were for strikes. 2-0, Frost, the delivery. Swing and a miss. Wilson waves a touch late, 2-1. Wall on second, Rakes on first. Wall with an RBI single to push the Bears back in front. The 2-1 on the outside edge for a strike, 2-2. Bowers is presently the pitcher of record. Ferguson will get a no decision in her start. And Bowers presently on the hook for a loss if this score were to remain at present standing. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over. Emma Frost quenches the flames with a pop-up and a strikeout. The Bears strand 2, but they retake the lead on Cassidy Wall's RBI single back up the middle. 3-2, Lenoir-Rhyne the lead after 2.5. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Brooklyn Lucero leads off for the Eagles in the bottom half of the third inning. Wilson's first pitch is popped foul to the right and on top of the press box, 0-1. Lucero hit a little soft line drive to second that Julia Mardigan made a nice leaping play on with the bases loaded back in the first inning to retire Lucero her first time up. 1 for 2 for the doubleheader. 0-1. Lucero pokes that one through the right side. A base hit for Brooklyn Lucero, her second hit of the twin bill, and the Eagles get the leadoff batter aboard for a second time today. Hughes led off the game with a walk. Lucero, a leadoff single. Here to start the bottom of the third, and Winter Morris comes up. Morris, a strikeout victim, looking to Wilson her first time through. She'll take on the outside edge, handle height, 0-1. Morris hitting .283 in her freshman season. Steadily has brought her batting average up. She flips this one foul to the backstop, 0-2. Dealt with an injury through much of the month of March and was out of the starting lineup from March 10th to April 13th. The 0-2. High. Ball 1-2. Hasn't been really an everyday starter this season for the Eagles, but has started 3 of the last 4. 4 of the last 6 for Carson-Newman. 1-2. Drops low, 2-2. And after her average sunk down to .212 on April 13th, she's responded with a 4-game hitting streak to bring it north of .280 for the first time all season. 2-2. Morris steps out of the way of an inside pitch. That loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Eagles down 3-2 in the bottom of the third. In a game that is 53 minutes old. Lucero on first. Wilson set for the payoff pitch. He delivers. Morris swings at a pitch. Felt like it was a rise ball high. But the at-bat continues as she fouls it back and out of play. 3-2. Wilson checks her wrist, delivers the payoff pitch. North checks her swings, pitches outside, ball 4. So a leadoff single and a walk. Eagles have 2 on base for Sierra Rogers. Michael Graves has his lineup card out to get some potential speed on the base paths. Lucero and Morris, not known as 2 of the more fleet of foot Eagles. We'll see what Michael Graves elects to do here with Sierra Rogers coming to the plate. I think Carson-Newman's preferred pinch runner, whoever it is, at least what I hear in the crowd mic, went to go chase down a foul ball. And it's Bailey Worley. Strike. Bailey Worley replaced the wrong runner. She's going in for Lucero at second. So Morris stands on first. Worley pinch running on second. And up comes Sierra Rogers, who squares to bunt, shoots it back to the circle. Turning and throwing to first base is Wilson. The second baseman Mardigan covering. Sacrifice bunt works 1-4, moving Worley and Morris into scoring position. 1 out and 2 in scoring position with the Eagles down a run for Abby Martin. Martin grounded out to short her first time up. Wilson pitches, Martin swings. It's a gap shot to left center field, down for a base hit. Scoring standing is Worley. Abby Martin delivers the tying run with a gap shot to left center. Morris holds at third, and there's runners on the corners with 1 out in a tie game. It's 3-3. This brings Trinity Brooks to the plate. Brooks reached on an error and scored a run her first time up. Sheena Haller, though, has her lineup card out. No change yet. She's just gesturing with the lineup card to adjust the defense against the lefty slapper Brooks. Wilson pitches, and Brooks takes low for a ball, 1-0. 3-3 ball game in the bottom of the third. Runners on the corners and 1 out. Pitch. Brooks shoots foul back and out of play. It's 1-1. Brooklyn Lucero singled through the right side to lead off the inning. Then Winter Morris worked a 7-pitch walk. A sacrifice from Sierra Rogers moved the pair into scoring position. The 1-1. Brooks swings and misses. It's 1-2. Now Brooks trying to keep the line moving. She's got 1 hit for the doubleheader. That was a soft flare into left. Outfield around to the left. 1-2. Brooks doesn't give chase off the plate away. Ball 2. Abby Martin, the game-tying RBI single to left center off the first pitch she got. Pitch number 60 for Wilson coming up. The 2-2. Stays elevated. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Morris on third, Martin on first. Wilson sights the sign and pitches. Brooks swings and misses at a pitch down. Taking off for a second. Winter Morris tries to evade the tag. She will not. She's caught stealing home. Inning over. So the old strike him out, throw him out, double play doesn't exactly work. Brooks strikes out. Martin advances to second, and Morris is caught stealing. 2-6-2 to end the inning. But the Eagles tie it up on Abby Martin's 1 out single to left. But Carson-Newman also runs themselves out of the inning. 3-3. We're all square headed to the fourth on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Well, we're already back, and there's already an out recorded. Emma Frost works quickly between innings, and She throws a pitch, and Julia Mardigan pops up to Macy Hughes toward the right center field alleyway. One up, one down off of one pitch. Bring up the shortstop, Rackard. He takes high for a ball, 1-0. Emma Frost now the pitcher of record for Carson-Newman after the Eagles tied the game in the bottom of the third. On Abby Martin's one-out single to left center. Rackard's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. The 1-0 to the lefty Rackard is popped high into the air, third base side. It is toward the fence. Hayden Dye reaches up to try it with the backhand, but it bounces off of her glove and lands for strike one. Tough play for Dye to make with a lot of ground to cover. Dye got there, but couldn't squeeze it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-3 ball game, top of the fourth inning. Base is empty for the Bears. 3 runs off of 9 hits. Lenoir-Rhyne's left 6 on base. So has Carson-Newman. 1-1. Frost delivers. Rackard bunts and shoots it foul to the third base on deck circle. 1-2. One and two. Frost pitches. Little looper towards second. Hughes back to the outfield turf. Leans back and makes the grab in right. Back-to-back pop-ups to second. Macy Hughes has been a busy woman catching flares into the outfield. There's 2 away for the catcher, Warren. Warren's 0 for 1 here in game 2. Sacrifice and a pop-up to center. Swings at the first pitch and cues it foul to the backstop, 0-1. No balls, a strike, and 2 outs. Base is empty for the Bears in the top of the fourth inning. Frost, 0-1. Brings the ball above her head. Swirls and twirls. Pitches line to left center field. Going back, it's out of here. Warren homers for the second time today in the Twin Bill. A solo shot to left center field pushes Lenoir-Rhyne back in front, 4-3. Warren goes yard for the 9th time this season. Pummels a pitch to left center field off an 0-1 count. Put the Bears back in front. Now up comes Prim. Frost delivers to her and she fouls it back and out of play, 0-1. Prim's 1 for 2. A ground out and a double. 4-3, Bears leading, top of the fourth. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth for Lenoir-Rhyne. The 0-1. High pop-up behind home plate and onto the hillside adjacent Davis Street. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Frost gets Prim waving away. But it comes a batter too late. Warren homers to left center. And the Bears have a 4-3 lead through 3.5. Top of the order due up for the Eagles when we return after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
4-3. Lenoir-Rhyne, the 19th ranked team in the country, leads Carson-Newman as we come to the bottom of the fourth inning where Macy Hughes leads off for the Eagles. Hughes is 0 for 1 here in game 2, but has been aboard twice. She takes in the turf for a ball, 1-0. Hughes walked to lead off the game, then reached on an error and scored a run in the second. Bears have scored 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. The 1-0. Hughes takes low for a ball, 2-0. Carson-Newman, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and the Eagles hope for 1 in the fourth to at least keep this game level. It has been back and forth softball here in the nightcap at the Vic. Wilson set for the 2-0. Here it comes. Hughes swings. Nice leaping grab at first by Wood. Gets Hughes out with an athletic play on a laser beam. That is firm work by Laura Beth Wood. Reaching up and backhanded in a hot shot from Macy Hughes, and she's robbed of a base hit. So 1 out. And nobody on for Hayden Dye. Wood pitches. Dye swings. Looper down the right field line. Twisting foul and landing for strike 1. It's 0-1. 1 out. The base is empty for the Eagles in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lenoir-Rhyne a 4-3 lead on Carson-Newman. Oh, 1. Dye chops foul off of third. It's 0-2. Score update from Ron Christopher Stadium in Wingate, North Carolina. The Bulldogs have taken the series from the Eagles with a 10-8 win in the first game of a doubleheader today. Eagles will try to avoid the sweep for Tom Griffin's group. The 0-2. Dye shoots foul off the fencing behind home plate. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So that result, and the Bulldogs taking at least 2 of 3 from the Eagles baseball team, hampers Carson-Newman's chances of hosting a pod. The pitch outside for a ball. It's 1-2. Eagles absolutely have to win and salvage the series against the Bulldogs in the 7-inning game to follow. Here's the 1-2. Off speed, Dye strokes it to the right center field gap. That's down for a base hit and extra bases. It bounces off the wall and is picked up by Cassidy Wall. Hayden Dye yanks a double to right center field. She's got a multi-hit effort. And it brings up Macaulay Bailey. Bailey, an RBI single her last time up. Four to 3. Lenoir-Rhyne leading. Bailey would love to tie this game again or potentially give the Eagles the lead. Dye stands on second. Wilson pitches. Bailey ducks out of the way as the pitch gets by Warren. I was watching Dye and not the ball, and Dye just took off. That's a stolen base for her. Great jump for Hayden Dye. And a 1-0 count. Sensational read by Hayden Dye. She's 60 feet away. The pitch blown away for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bailey can tie the game with an out. 4-3 Bears leading the 2-0. Bailey swings, chops it to third. Prim looks back the runner and throws to first to get Bailey. A ground out or ground ball to third. Not what Michael Graves had dialed up there. Dye hop back to the bag. And it'll be on Brooke Matizowski for a chance to tie this game. Matizowski's 1 for 2 with an infield single. She steps out of the way of a pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. 73 pitches for Madison Wilson, 43 for strikes. 3 2/3 innings of work has given up 6 hits and 3 runs, 1 earned. The pitch outside for ball 2, 2-0. Brooke Matizowski, 235 runs batted in her career. 3rd among active players in all divisions. 2-0. Matizowski, bouncing ball, foul off of third. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 4 runs off of 10 hits, 2 errors, and 6 left for LR. 3 runs off of 6 hits, no errors, and 6 left for the Eagles. 2-1 to Matizowski. Wilson pitches. Matizowski bends out of the way of a ball inside, 3-1. Carson-Newman trying to sweep its first home doubleheader against the Bears in 2 decades. 3-1. Matizowski skies it back, foul and out of play. That loads the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Wind blowing out to left center. Teams put up goose eggs in the first. They've scored runs in the last 5 half innings. Matizowski skies this one in the air. Foul off of third, but it's onto the roof of Lenoir-Rhyne's dugout. And that keeps the count loaded at 3-2. Hayden Dye pummeled a double to right center, and she stole third. But Macaulay Bailey grounded out to third and couldn't produce a run with an out because of where that ball was hit. Now 2 out, looking for a lick from Brooke Matizowski. Wilson, the payoff pitch. Matizowski swings, chopper to short. Rackard up with it. The throw to first is low, but scooped by Wood, and the Bears preserve the lead with a 6-3 putout. Carson-Newman threatens, but leaves the tying run 60 feet away. 4-3 Bears lead after 4. It's Wood, Wall, and Rakes to the plate after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
4-3, Lenoir-Rhyne leads it as we come to the top of the 5th inning with Laura Beth Wood leading off for the Bears. First pitch to Wood grooves in for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Laura Beth Wood, who's 0 for 2. A fly out and a ground out. Frost 0-1 delivery. Hit foul to the netting behind home plate. It's 0-2. Top of the 5th inning and a 4-3 lead for the 19th ranked team in the country. Lenoir-Rhyne trying to split this twin bill with Carson-Newman. Frost set for the 0-2. She pitches. Off the plate away for a ball, 1-2. 4 runs off of 10 hits for Lenoir-Rhyne. They've made 2 errors and left 6 on base. Eagles with 3 runs off of 6 hits, no errors, and the Eagles have left 7 on base. The 1-2. Wood skies it foul and out of play to the right. 1-2. If Carson-Newman sweeps Lenoir-Rhyne, the chances of the Eagles grabbing the 3 seed in the SAC tournament go up. The 1-2. Downstairs for a ball, 2-2. A split. And then Carson-Newman would need to sweep Anderson tomorrow. And that's if those games get played. Weather forecast does not look great for tomorrow. The 2-2. Outside, Wood doesn't give chase to load the count at 3-2. Of course, the weather forecast for today didn't look great either. Granted, the morning was bad, but it has turned into a gorgeous afternoon. The 3-2. Looped in the air, shallow left field. Dye retreats back, and the shortstop makes the grab 12 feet deep into the left center field alleyway to get Wood. So a pop up for Wood, and there's one out for Cassidy Wall. Wall's 1 for 2 with an RBI single. 1 out, and the base is empty for the Bears in the top of the 5th, leading the Eagles 4-3. Frost wheels and deals, and Wall cues it foul to the backstop, 0-1. Depending on what happens in Game 2 of this doubleheader, Sheena Haller will no doubt have some degree of frustration with the Bears' defense today. The 0-1 stays high for a ball, 1-1. LR, a .977 fielding percentage. 1 that leads the league. 2 here in the latter stages. That is on pace for a single-season record for fielding percentage. 1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1. But 5 errors on the day, uncharacteristic for Lenoir-Rhyne. And all but 1 of Carson-Newman's 7 runs that they have plated in this doubleheader have been unearned. The 2-1. Foul back and out of play by Wall, 2-2. Granted, they were errors that, for the most part, extended innings. Then Carson-Newman still had to put together 2 out hits or something to that effect. The 2-2. Line to right center. Martin ranging over to the alleyway. She reaches out at her waist and plucks it to her stomach before it can land on the turf and put away Wall. Wall hit it well, but Abby Martin with the athleticism to range into the alleyway toward right center to put out Wall. 2 out and the base is empty for Lauren Rakes. 4-3, Lenoir-Rhyne leads in the top of the 5th inning. Rakes swinging a good bat in the nightcap with a double and a single. And she takes a first pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. 31 pitches for Emma Frost in this relief effort, 21 for strikes. She is the pitcher of record as a consequence of giving up the 2-out solo shot the last inning. Here's a swing and a foul over the dugout on the third base side, 1-1. Laney Warren homered off of Frost to the left center field gap. 2-out solo shot in the top of the 4th, and that is why Frost is the pitcher of record right now. 1-1, swing and a miss. Rakes goes over the top of it. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top 5. 4-3, Lenoir-Rhyne leading. Teams have stranded a combined 13 runners. Here's the 1-2. Rakes hits it in the air, foul over Davis Street and onto the front lawn of the Heritage Dorm. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. 4-3, Bears leading Carson-Newman. Frost 1-2 on the way. Stays high for a ball, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. the sign from Bailey. The 2-2's on the way. It's off speed and pelted foul, just inches foul off of third. Rakes would have had a double off of that if it had bounced over the bag, but it was foul by an inch or two, not by much. Beautiful sunny day here at the Vic. Started fair for Rakes, but skidded wide of the bag. 2-2. Frost pitches. Swing and a miss, strike three. Frost faces the minimum in the fifth and preserves a one-run deficit. Lucero, Morris, and Rogers to the bat rack for the Eagles after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Lenoir-Rhyne has made a couple of changes as Alyssa Russ comes into pitch, while the Bears have a new left fielder, Ada Prescott. The first pitch to Brooklyn Lucero is low for a ball, 1-0. Pitch that hits Lucero. So she's off to first. Tying run aboard for the Eagles in the bottom of the fifth. So Lucero gets plunked, and the Eagles have a leadoff batter aboard for Winter Morris. Kerrigan's pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Pitch, that's a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Winter Morris. Addison Wilson is in line to win this game. Save situation for Russ. She tosses high for a ball, 1-0. Russ, a 3.23 ERA. She's 3-0 on the year, and with 26 innings of work, has 23 strikeouts and 9 walks. Russ, the 1-2, bounces in the turf. A wild pitch will move Lucero into scoring position. Two and two. Lucero off to second for Morris, who's 0 for 1 in game 2. A strikeout and a walk. 4-3 Bears lead bottom 5. Russ, the 2-2. Morris takes down and in for a ball, 3 and 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lucero got plunked, takes second on a wild pitch. Tying run in scoring position for the Eagles. Outfield back for the Bears, the 3-2. Morris will chop to short. Rackard ranges in, throws on the run, and retires Morris. An unproductive out. Lucero had to hold tight at second. And there's one away for Sierra Rogers. Rogers 0 for 1. A ground out to second and a sacrifice bunt. Russ wheels and deals, and Rogers pops it foul into Carson-Newman's dugout on the first base side. 0-1. New left fielder for the Bears, by the way, is Ada Prescott, taking over for Abby Nixon. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Russ enters for Nixon in the flex spot, while Prescott will bat in the 9-hole, taking over for Wilson. Pitch. Rogers flares it foul, backing out of play. It's 0-2. You can close the book on Wilson, who goes 4 innings, gives up 6 hits and 3 runs, 1 earned, with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. 0-2, the pitch. Rogers takes a called third strike on the outer half. A ground out and a strikeout, and there's 2 away. Eagles down 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bears with 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Eagles with 2 in the second, 1 in the third. 2 out, and Lucero on second for Carson-Newman as Russ pitches. And Martin swings, sends it to center field. Going back, it is banging off the wall. Lucero rounds third, she scores. Ball kicked all the way to the logo. Martin heads for third and stands up with a game-tying triple. A triple off the wall to center. Lucero plated from 2 bases away, and it's a 4-4 ball game. What a piece of hitting for Abby Martin. First pitch she got, and the 8-hole hitter has a multi-RBI and multi-hit day. Trinity Brooks will try to keep the line moving as we're deadlocked at 4 now. Brooks is 0 for 1, or 0 for 2, pardon me. Reached on an error and struck out. First pitch to Brooks is taken off the plate away for a ball, 1-0. Abby Martin, a 2-out triple to center to level things up. Here's the 1-0. Brooks through the left side. It finds Pater. Base hit. Eagles lead. Trinity Brooks follows Abby Martin with a 2-out stroke through the left side. And Carson-Newman's in front 5-4 for Macy Hughes. Carson-Newman leads it. As Hughes comes up and tips the first pitch foul, it's 0-1. Back-to-back two-out knocks for the Eagles here in the bottom of the fifth inning. A Martin triple to center, a Brooks single through the left side. And the Eagles lead in game two. The 0-1. Off speed, taking off is Brooks. She swipes second. The throw from Warren, shot into center field, backed up well by Brown. And that keeps Brooks to just second base. So Brooks, her 12th steal of the season. Runner in scoring position for Macy Hughes with a 1-1 count, I believe. Russ pitches. Hughes takes low for a ball, 2-1. 1-2, pardon me. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Officials are going to come together and chat about the count. As to what the call was on the stolen base. And they confer that it is a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Not sure what Sheena Haller is discussing with Lenny Fox. They're going to chat things over again. You had 3 pitches in this at-bat. The first was a foul ball. Then you had a taken strike. At least that's what we believe, when Brooks stole second. That was what we had originally called up here a ball. And then Hughes takes ball 1. 1-2. Everything confirmed there. I think you could see it on the replay that we got here in the booth that, yeah, there was a called strike when Brooks stole second. The 1-2. Off speed and down for a ball. It's 2-2 to Hughes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Carson-Newman with back-to-back 2-out hits to grab the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-2. Hughes chops high to third. It's in fair ground. And they're going to recall Hughes. I suppose she hit it in the batter's box. They say dead ball. It was definitely a fair ball. Give it a second look on Hughes' hit. Yep, hit her front left foot. Great call. Foul ball is the appropriate adjudication. Payoff pitch. Hughes takes ball 3, high and outside to load the count. 7th pitch of the at-bat. Coming up to Macy Hughes. Russ, the payoff pitch. Hughes swings, laser beam past the diving shortstop Rackard. Brooks gets the wave around third. She scores standing. 3 straight 2-out licks for Carson-Newman. Hughes plates Trinity Brooks, and it's a 6-4 lead thanks to a 3-run bottom of the 5th. Macy Hughes drives in her 167th career run. She is tied for 3rd all-time in school history with Sarah Kelly. And it would appear it is the end of the road for Russ in the circle. 2/3 of an inning, she gives up 3 hits and 3 runs. And the Bears make a change, bringing in Faith Kerrigan. More on her when we return after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Faith Kerrigan is the new arm for Lenoir-Rhyne, 5-2 on the year with 44 1/3 innings of work and an ERA of 3.63. And she'll face off against Hayden Dye, who stands in, checking her swing and a first pitch down for a ball, 1-0. Dye is 2 for 2 here in the nightcap. An RBI single, a double, and a sacrifice bunt. Eagles have plated 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th with 3 straight 2-out hits. The 1-0. Dye smokes back up the box, base hit. Hughes goes first to third. Dye rounds first, heads back to the bag. Another 2-out knock for the Eagles. Runners on the corners for Macaulay Bailey. Carson-Newman has strung together an epic 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 5th. Abby Martin started it with a game-tying triple to center field. Brooks drove her in to give the Eagles the lead with a single through the left side before Hughes gives Carson-Newman a 2-run cushion with a base hit through the left side. Now 2 out and 2 on for Macaulay Bailey. Kerrigan pitches inside for a ball, 1-0. (6-4) Carson-Newman leads in the bottom of the 5th inning. Looking for more damage, though. The 1-0. Off speed and on the outside edge for a strike. Gets 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Both teams with 10 hits, but Carson-Newman has 6 runs to Lenoir-Rhyne's 4. 1-1. Kerrigan pitches. Bailey swings. Loops it to right, but right in the sights of Cassidy Wall, who makes the grab to retire Bailey. But the Eagles do their damage. 3 straight runs scoring, 2-out hits for Carson-Newman. Puts the Eagles in front, 6-4, heading to the 6th. Brown, Prescott, and Mardigan scheduled to appear for LR after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Carson-Newman has raced in front 6-4 on Lenoir-Rhyne as we come to the 6th inning. The Eagles plate 3 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Jump started by Abby Martin's triple off the wall in center. We've got a whole brand new ball game with a 6-4 lead for the Eagles. And Brown leading things off for the Bears. She's 1 for 2 with a double and a pop-up. As Emma Frost goes back to work, Brown grounds to third off of 1 pitch, throw to first. Textbook from Brooke Matizowski. 1 bounce into Matizowski's glove. And she makes the on-target throw to Winter Morris to get Brown. There's 1 out for Prescott. New 9-hole batter. Hits in place of Madison Wilson, a defensive sub, last inning. First pitch to Prescott's in there for a strike, 0-1. Prescott's hitting .339 this season, 19 hits and 56 trips to the plate. Has scored 10 runs and driven in 9. The 0-1. Prescott hits foul back and out of play, 0-2. Carson-Newman won game 1, 4-2. They're in the driver's seat, 6-4 on the 19th ranked team in the country here in the top of the 6th inning. Frost 0-2. She pitches. That fell out of her hand. Ball 1. Frost immediately goes to the rosin bag as she spiked that one behind her. 1-2 to Prescott. The deal. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, that's one way to recover from a dropped pitch. Frost fires up her 4th K, and there's 2 away with the bases empty in the top of the 6th inning. A 6-4 lead for the Eagles as the lineup turns back to the top of the order for Julia Mardigan. Frost wheels and deals. And Mardigan takes a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Mardigan's 2 for 3 with an RBI. She has a pair of singles, 1 to left, 1 back up the middle. She's also popped up to Hughes in shallow right. 0-1. Frost pitches. Mardigan loops it down the left field line. It's drifting into foul territory, and that drops in for a strike before Brooks can hustle over there. 0-2.
Get her.
0-2. Fouled back. And it's 0-2. No balls. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Mardigan at the plate. Frost pitches. And Mardigan skies it back foul and out of play.
Get her in.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty for the Bears in the top of the 6th. Frost set for the 0-2. She pitches. Mardigan will sky it to center. Martin retreats beyond the logo and makes the grab 6 feet in front of the warning track to put away Mardigan. 7 in a row retired by Emma Frost. Carson-Newman hopes that it is coming to the plate for the final time. Matizowski, Lucero, and Morris to the bat rack for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th. After this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Brooke Matizowski leads things off for the Eagles in the home half of the 6th inning, and she takes low for a ball to begin her 4th trip to the plate. 1-0. Matizowski's 1 for 3 in game 2. A single, a ground out to short, and a pop up to left. Kerrigan, 1-0. Downstairs for ball 2, 2-0. Adam Cavalier, glad to have you at the Vic. Carson-Newman trying to sweep Lenoir-Rhyne at home for the first time in 2 decades. It was one game, won 4-2. They're in the driver's seat, 6-4 in the nightcap. Here's the 2-0. Matazowski punches it into the hole at second. From a knee, Mardigan scoops and throws her out at first, 4-3. 1 up, 1 down for Faith Kerrigan, the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Bears. It brings up Brooklyn Lucero. Lucero's had a dandy of a doubleheader. 2 for 3 at the plate. For the Twin Bills. She's 1 for 2 in the nightcap. She takes the first pitch strike here, 0-1. Lucero has lined out to second, singled through the right side, gotten plunked, and scored a run. 6-4 Eagles leading in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 to Lucero. Taken outside for a ball. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is empty for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th. The 6-4 lead on Lenoir-Rhyne. Kerrigan deals the 1-1. Lucero chops it foul to third. Michael Graves, absolute misplay. Gotta make that play if you're Michael Graves. That was in and out of his hands. Unbelievable. 1-2. Kerrigan. Sights the sign. Here's the 1-2 to Lucero. Swung on and dribbled foul off the third. Michael Graves gives it away again, gives it a wave again, and again doesn't make the play. Expect more out of Michael Graves and his limber 50-year-old body in the hot corner at third. Here's the 1-2. That hits Lucero. She was checking her swing. She called, is that a foul ball or is that a hit batter? I would say, based on home plate umpire Lenny Fox's reaction, it appears to be a foul ball, and it does look like it hit the handle of the bat on replay. So the count stays 1-2 to Lucero. Kerrigan, the delivery. Lucero swings and misses. She's down on strikes. 54th strikeout of the season for Faith Kerrigan, and there's 2 away for Winter Morris. 6-4, Carson-Newman leads 19th ranked Lenoir-Rhyne. Morris comes to the plate. 0 for 2 in the nightcap. A strikeout looking, a walk, and a ground out to short. Morris climbs in. Kerrigan pitches. And Morris flips it foul back and out of play. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 6-4 Eagles lead it in the bottom of the 6th. Kerrigan, 0-1 and pitching. Morris takes outside, ball 1. One and 1. Kerrigan delivers. And Morris taps it foul off of plate, 1-2. Scores from around the sack. All the game ones on the day have gone final. Wingate wins at home against LMU 2-1. Limestone victorious at home over Emory and Henry 8-2. Catawba stiff arms Coker 10-8 on the road. Wise walks off Mars Hill in 8 innings, 6-5. The 1-2. Morris charges it foul over the press box first base side. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And Tusculum deals Newberry a road loss, 6-2. Game 2's, one game has gone final. The Bulldogs run rule Lincoln Memorial in 6 innings, 11-3 in the nightcap. Coker's out to an 8-1 lead in the top of the 3rd at home against Catawba on Senior Day. Ball and 2 strikes to Winter Morris. 2 out and the base is empty for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Morris checks her swing and a pitch down, 2-2. Carson-Newman baseball faltered earlier today against Wingate. Bulldogs take that series. Eagles try to avoid the sweep and salvage a win over at Ron Christopher Stadium. Game 2 hasn't yet gotten underway. The 2-2. On the outside edge for a called third strike. Back-to-back punch-outs for Faith Kerrigan. Finishes off the top of the 6th. The Eagles carry a 6-4 lead headed to the 7th. Rackard, Warren, and Prim, 2, 3, and 4, due up for the Bears when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shop cneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop cneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop cneagles.com.
Emma Frost fires the first pitch to Caitlin Rackard on the outside edge for a strike to open up the top of the 7th. Eagles leading the Bears 6-4, trying to pick up their first sweep of Lenoir-Rhyne in Jefferson City in 2 decades. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a rise ball. Rackard indeed comes around. It's 0-2. 6-4 Carson-Newman the lead. A 3-run bottom of the 5th. 3 straight hits with 2 outs. The difference maker right now for the Eagles. 0-2. Frost pitches. Rackard. Check swing foul onto Davis Street on the third base side. Do it over at 0-2. Rackard's 1 for 3. Singled to center, struck out, and popped up to second. 0-2. Frost pitches. Rackard takes the rise ball up, 1-2. Frost. 3 2/3 innings of 1-hit, 1-run ball. In relief, she is in line for the win. The 1-2. Rackard pops it up third base side, but this one's twisting onto the roof of Lenoir-Rhyne's dugout. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Rackard. A 6-4 lead for the Eagles in the top of the 7th. Frost. 1-2 delivery. Off speed, called strike 3. 5th K of the day for Emma Frost in game 2. She's struck out 11 in the doubleheader. Freezes Rackard with off-speed stuff. Brings up Warren. Homered off of Froster last time up. Frost pitches on the outside edge at the belt with a screwball, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases empty for the Bears in the top of the 7th, a 6-4 lead for the Eagles. Frost, the 0-1 offering. Line drive, straightaway center field. That's sinking for a base hit. A multi-hit day for Lainey Warren, and it'll bring the tying run to the plate for the Bears. Quality piece of hitting for Warren. Throws the hands out at it and gets it to center field with Martin playing back. Brings up Madison Prim. Ground out, double, strikeout. She's 1 for 3 as Frost pitches. And Prim takes on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. 6-4, Carson-Newman leads it, top of the 7th inning. Frost, the 0-1. High and outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-4 Eagles lead at top of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1. Frost fires. Swing and a miss. Prim late. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Warren stands on first base for the Bears. 1-2. Prim takes low and away for ball 2, 2-2. Warren, 1 stolen base. You would hesitate to think Sheena Haller is going to run anybody, with a player at the plate mattering most. 2-2. Frost fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Prim down on strikes. Frost has 6 strikeouts in the nightcap, and there's 2 away for the first baseman, Laura Beth Wood.
Hey, work hard to get this one.
Wood 0 for 3 in the nightcap. Frost wheels and deals. Wood skies it. Foul off of first. And that lands right above my head here in the press box. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Tying run to the plate for the Bears in the top of the 7th. The 0-1. Wood takes a called strike 2 on the outer black. And Frost in the driver's seat at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Frost sights the sign from Bailey. The 0-2. Check swing. She did not come around. Ball 1. Carson-Newman has made a change, pardon me. Macaulay Bailey has moved to first base, and Kennedy Warder has come in to catch for the Eagles. 1-2. Check swing and a pitch outside, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Laura Beth Wood steps out and calls for time. Two-two. Swinging a line drive to right. Ranging back, it's over the head of Rogers and off the wall. Throw comes into Hughes. Hughes will not throw home as Wood doubles to right. Warren scores from 3 bases away, and the tying run is in scoring position for Cassidy Wall. Laura Beth Wood drives a 2-out RBI double to right over the head of Sierra Rogers, just outside the reach of her glove. And Sheena Haller has her lineup card out. Cassidy Wall will bat. And a pinch runner will come in for Laura Beth Wood. I think it's Aaron Lookable, but I haven't quite gotten the good clean look at the jersey number. First pitch to Wall is tipped foul to the backstop, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Wall's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Here's a changeup flared off the fencing of the dugout on the first base side, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Tying run in scoring position for the Bears. It's a 6-5 lead for the Eagles in the top of the 7th. Frost trying to close up shop on a doubleheader sweep. Here's the 0-2. Off the plate away for a ball, 1-2. 1-2. Frost delivers. Swing and a lift into right center field. Long run for Martin. She lays out and grabs it to finish it. A highlight reel stab by Abby Martin in right center field. Book it. Ball game. Carson-Newman wins and sweeps the doubleheader with Lenoir-Rhyne. Its first sweep of the Bears in Jefferson City in 2 decades. Abby Martin, the hero, laying out in right center to rob Cassidy Wall of a potential game-tying base hit. Carson-Newman improves to 30-16 on the year and 16-6 in South Atlantic Conference play, while the Bears drop to 39-13 and 16-8 in league play. Carson-Newman gets the job done and prevails 6-5 over the Bears in the nightcap. Eagles take 2 over the number 19 team in the country. For Iron Tire cast and crew, our director Mia Toribio, replay operator Ian Johnson, and our cameramen Max Bryant, Hunter Williams, and Jamie Pay, I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score in the nightcap, 6-5. Eagles sweep the Bears on Senior Day. This is the Eagles Sports Network.